Back then, times were different. We all have a past. I myself am no Gandhi. But today, we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed. And now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect. See, every scientist will tell you that no two brains are the same. And every parent with 2 or more children will confirm that claim. So please explain why you treat students like cookie cutter frames or snapback hats, giving them this one-size-fits-all crap.
Watch your language.
Sorry, Your Honor, but if a doctor prescribed the exact same medicine to all of his patients, the results will be tragic. So many people would get sick, yet when it comes to school, this is exactly what happens, this educational malpractice, where one teacher stands in front of 20 kids, each one having different strengths, different needs, different gifts, different dreams, and you teach the same thing the same way? That's horrific. Ladies.
Classrooms have changed in the past 100 years, with new research being discussed often about the dynamics of the education system and teachers. In the 21st century, we have adapted to new generations of our students and their capabilities in respect to education, which has dramatically changed how schools are run in today's society. There is more demand for student-centered learning strategies and the inclusion of technology in diverse classrooms. To become an effective teacher in the 21st century, we need to follow the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers, intertwined with literature and research suggestions. By working to meet every standard, teachers will gain the knowledge and skills to put into practice in our society, which will result in high-quality educations for all students. Standard 1. Getting to know your students and how they learn. Getting to know your students is one of the most effective skills a teacher can have. By getting to know them, it builds a trusting relationship between teacher and student, which can have wonderful effects on the student and the classroom. Diversity and inclusive education are important notions in the classroom today, and it is vital that students' diverse needs are met through the practice of inclusive education. Goal 2 of the Melbourne Declaration hopes that all young Australians will become successful learners, confident and creative individuals, and active and informed citizens. Standard 2. TPAC is about combining technology with pedagogy and content, which is important for teachers today as the use of technology is becoming more and more vital to modern day life as it keeps advancing, and teachers need to stay up to date with their technology skills required to help students learn. Teachers need to be able to assess the validity of content and curriculum and adjust their teaching according to the learning outcomes they wish for students to achieve. Some students may be on an individual curriculum plan like I saw in prac. Standard 3. Expectations are an important part of classroom management, as students know exactly what is expected of them, and if this is successful, students will not challenge the expectations within the classroom. If students do, they can go on an individual behavioural management plan, which is what I saw in my prac experience. We as teachers need to use teaching strategies that promote creativity, critical thinking and collaboration to enhance our students' learning experiences and ready them for the world after school. Such strategies include project-based learning and inquiry-based learning, which gives the student opportunity to think and learn how they would like to, and promotes choice for the students and their learning. Standard 4. Students need to feel safe, supported, encouraged, challenged, and included in their classroom to truly engage in their learning. The National Safe Schools Framework states, all Australian schools are safe, supportive and respectful teaching and learning communities that promote student well-being. And the Universal Design for Learning is a proactive step in the process of creating an inclusive and supportive learning environment, and with the use of ICT it is now easier than ever to cater for all students' needs within the classroom. Standard 5. Teachers need to use consistent judgments on students' work as well as providing feedback for students to enhance their learning. Feedback is one of the most important things a teacher can provide because it helps the student learn how to better themselves in an academic sense, but also shows students that the teacher has their best interest at heart and is important in the trial and error process of learning. Standard 6. Reflection is paramount in the career of a teacher. It is impossible to learn and refine your teaching strategies and practices without the use of reflection. Teachers need to constantly reflect on their work and adjust according to the class and how effective they are being in the classroom in regards to student learning. Teachers can also use personalised learning plans to accommodate for students' diverse needs. Standard 7. Teachers need to be aware of the numerous legislation, policies and codes of ethics provided to ensure they are doing the right thing by all students and creating a safe and supportive environment for all diverse learners. Some of the relevant documents are the Anti-Discrimination Act 1991 and the Queensland College of Teachers Code of Ethics. Through these standards and suggestions, I will become an effective teacher in the 21st century as technology and our views on the education system. So these skills will need to be refined and adjusted according to the schooling system and our society in the future years.